The Seven Wonders of the Ancient World are a collection of magnificent structures from the classical era that were considered marvels of human engineering and architecture. These wonders were thought to be the pinnacle of human achievement and were highly revered by ancient societies. Sadly, most of them have been lost to time, destroyed by natural disasters, wars, or simply through neglect. Nonetheless, the Seven Wonders of the Ancient World continue to inspire awe and wonder in people even today. Join Viewcation as we explore the Seven Wonders of the Ancient World and see which one is still standing. The Great Pyramid of Giza. The Great Pyramid of Giza is the only one of the Seven Wonders of the Ancient World still standing today. Located in Egypt, it was built during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu in the 26th century BC. It's the largest of three pyramids built at Giza, and it's estimated to have taken around 20 years to construct. The pyramid is made up of over 2.3 million limestone blocks, each weighing an average of about 2.5 tons. The pyramid was originally 146 meters high, but it has since lost its capstone and is now only 138 meters tall. The Great Pyramid was built as a tomb for the pharaoh Khufu and is believed that it took over 100,000 workers to build it. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon were undoubtedly one of the most impressive and mysterious wonders of the ancient world. Located in present-day Iraq, the gardens were built by King Nebuchadnezzar II in the 6th century BC. They were said to have been a series of tiered gardens that were built on the top of a palace. They were also said to have been irrigated by a rather complex system of water pumps and channels, which allowed for the plants to grow in an otherwise arid environment. The Hanging Gardens are considered by many historians to be one of the most impressive engineering feats of the ancient world, but there is some doubt about whether they actually existed. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus was one of the most impressive religious structures of the ancient world. Located in present-day Turkey, the temple was built in the 6th century BC and dedicated to the goddess Artemis. It was said to be 137 meters long and 69 meters wide, with 127 columns, each 19 meters tall. The temple was destroyed and rebuilt several times throughout its history, but it ended up meeting its ultimate demise when it was destroyed by a mob of Christians in the 4th century AD. The Statue of Zeus at Olympia. The statue of Zeus at Olympia was a massive statue built in the 5th century BC in Greece. It was over 12 meters tall and made of ivory and gold. It was located in the Temple of Zeus, which was considered to be one of the most important religious sites in all ancient Greece. Sadly, the statue was destroyed during the 5th century AD, and only a few fragments remain. Still, the tale of Zeus lives on. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus was a tomb built in the 4th century BC, and it can be found residing in present-day Turkey. It was built for a man named Mausolus, who was the ruler of the Persian province of Caria. The tomb was said to be over 45 meters tall and decorated with intricate sculptures and reliefs. The mausoleum was destroyed by earthquakes in the 14th century AD, and today only a few fragments of the structure still stand. The Colossus of Rhodes. The Colossus of Rhodes was a statue built in the 3rd century BC on the Greek island of Rhodes. The statue was over 30 meters tall and made of solid bronze. It was built to commemorate the victory of Rhodes over the invading army of Demetrius I of Macedon. The statue was so large it was said to straddle the harbor entrance, with ships passing between its legs. The Colossus of Rhodes is another one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, destroyed by an earthquake in the 3rd century BC. Sometime after this, its remains were melted down and sold for scrap, so there's nothing left. The Lighthouse of Alexandria. Finally, the Lighthouse of Alexandria was another one of the most impressive structures of the ancient world. Located in present-day Egypt, the lighthouse was built in the 3rd century BC and over 100 meters tall. The lighthouse was located on the relatively small island of Pharos and was said to be visible from up to 50 kilometers away. Sadly, it was destroyed by earthquakes in the 14th century AD. Today, only a few stones from the once incredible structure can be seen. The Power of the 7 Wonders. Each of the 7 wonders of the ancient world was a magnificent achievement of human engineering and architecture. They were built during a time when technology was still in its infancy, and yet they still managed to create structures that were awe-inspiring and captivating. Unfortunately, most of these wonders have been lost to time, destroyed by natural disasters, wars, or simply through neglect. Nonetheless, their legacy lives on, inspiring generations to strive for greatness and to achieve the impossible. They were also important symbols of power and prestige. prestige. They were built by rulers and emperors to demonstrate their wealth and influence, as well as their overall devotion to the gods of their choosing. They were also important tourist attractions, drawing people from all over the world to marvel at their beauty and grandeur. Today, people will trek across the world just to see their remains. They were a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of the human mind. To many, the various legends of the seven wonders of the ancient world stand as a testament to the power and ingenuity of the human spirit. These structures were built during a time when technology was still in its infancy. Though only one of these wonders still stands today, their legacy lives on, inspiring generations of people. And they're really fun to look at. Are there any other wonders of the world? There are many structures similar to the seven wonders of the ancient world in terms of historical significance, architectural achievement, and cultural importance, but there's still no definitive list of seven wonders for the modern era. There have been various attempts to create a modern-day list of wonders, such as the New Seven Wonders of the World initiative, launched in 2000 and culminating in 2007 with the announcement of the New Seven Wonders. It includes the Great Wall of China, Petra in Jordan, the Colosseum in Rome, the Taj Mahal in India, Machu Picchu in Peru, Christ the Redeemer statue in Brazil, and Chichen Itza in Mexico. These structures are all incredible in their own right, and they all have the added advantage of existing in the modern world. Still, they're missing some of the grandeur and mystique of the seven wonders of the ancient world proper. There are also many other remarkable structures around the world that could be considered modern wonders in their own right. These include landmarks like the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, the Panama Canal, the Hoover Dam, and the Large Hadron Collider in Switzerland. These structures are all impressive feats of engineering, architecture, and design, and they've had a significant impact on their respective fields and on society as a whole. Now it's time to hear from you. Did you know earthquakes have destroyed the vast majority of the seven wonders of the ancient world? Let us know in the comments section below.